Hey guys, so welcome back, or welcome if you are brand new here. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to do a full face of using nothing but MAC cosmetics. If you guys didn't know, I do work there. I've worked there for the past couple of years. I want to say maybe about 55 to 60% of my whole makeup collection is MAC, because you do accumulate a lot over the years, like new launches, different things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here, do a video using some of my favorite products, and I want to shed some light on the Powder Kiss products as well. So before we get into the video, if you are not subscribed, please do so. I just want to thank you guys so much for your continuous support, and like this video if you want to see more by me. Okay, so I first want to start off by saying I was never like a massive primer person. I don't like the silicone-y primers that make your skin feel like you're putting on like liquid silicone. I don't like those at all. For me, I don't see a huge difference in applying primer versus not, except for the staying power. So like at one point I worked 3 jobs all at the same time, so I would be working like 12-13 hour days. So days like that I would apply primer because I wanted my makeup to last all day. So when I do apply primer, like when I'm going out or I want my makeup to last all day for a certain event, I will turn to this one by MAC. So this is the Natural Radiance Base or Primer, and you can get this in a yellow shade or pink, but I really like the yellow shade. There's not really much difference between the two shades, besides if you're trying to hide a little bit of redness, you might want to go with the yellow, but really it really doesn't matter because it pretty much comes out like a cream anyway. So it comes in this really handy pump, so I'm just gonna pump a little bit on my fingers. So let's do like 2 pumps. So as you can see, it's like a baby yellow, and this just feels like a really nice hydrating cream. So I'm just applying it all over my skin, and like I said, this is going to help your makeup last and apply a really nice foundation for your foundation. Okay, so now that we got the base down, I'm gonna go in with some foundation, and this is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. So this one is like considered their highest coverage, like in my opinion. Some people say the Studio Fix is a higher coverage, but in my opinion, I think this one is definitely the more fuller coverage out of their foundations. So this one is not going to be matte, but it's going to be like a satin finish. So I really like this one because it gives you like a skin-like finish without mattifying everything down, just because I'm not really a fan of the super matte look. So I really like this one. Like I said, this one gives me definitely like the more fuller coverage, so I really like that. I am using the shade NC15. I'm just applying some on a beauty sponge, and I'm going to just go in and apply this everywhere. Okay, so this is one layer of foundation. So as you can see, it is pretty full coverage, like it really is. So I definitely think this is enough coverage, so I'm just sticking with the 1 coat, and I encourage you guys to try this foundation. If you really are looking for a full coverage foundation, that is an amazing product. So next up, we're going in with concealer, and this is my all-time concealer by MAC. This is the MAC 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. So I really love this one. It's actually very comparable to the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte, in my opinion. So I really love this one. It just goes on so smooth, so creamy. You do get a lot of coverage by it. Like, do you see how like opaque that's going on? So that's what I really like about it, and it literally does stay on like all day right until you take it off. And I like applying concealer on my eyelids just because I don't really use an eye base, so that's what I use to kind of layer down the first layer for my eyeshadow, and I'm using the shade NW22. So I'm just going in with that same beauty sponge, and I am just tapping that out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and set that concealer. So I'm gonna be using the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. This one is in the shade NW15. It looks just like this. This stuff is incredible if you even want to use this as just a foundation. It gives you superb coverage. So I really love this, but I'm just gonna go in and tap this in with another beauty sponge, and I'm just going to layer that under my eyes just to set my concealer. I'm going to go in with this MAC 150S brush, and I'm just going to tap into this, and I'm just going to set a couple areas on my face just to kind of give a nice flawless look. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and do eyebrows just because I don't like seeing myself without my eyebrows done. So I'm gonna go in with this MAC eyebrow styler in the shade Stylized. So this is like great if you are a taupey kind of eyebrow shade like myself. One side comes with a nice spoolie so you can go in and really help distribute the product, and the other side comes with the product. Okay, so that is eyebrows done. They are not perfect by any means, but we got them on there, so that's all that matters. And for those of you who might have noticed by now, I lost one of my nails. My appointment's not until next week, so I have to last like a week like this, but anyway. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. So I'm gonna be using the Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette in the shade Light Medium. So this is the shades right here. It comes with like a nice big mirror on the other side, and this one is perfect for me. Like, I love mixing all of these three shades on the bottom. I just find it works really, really well. So I'm actually going to be going in with this MAC 125S brush, and it's almost like a split dual fiber brush. It's like super cool. So I'm gonna go in and just pop into all three of these shades, and I'm just gonna go in and start at my cheekbones just to kind of get it on there, and I'm gonna do a little bit on my forehead, and I'm gonna blend this one out in just a second. So now I'm gonna go in with the MAC 140S brush. This is just a little bit more fluffy, so this is just gonna be able to really blend your product in. You could have went in with this one first, but I just wanted to try this one out. But I think I actually like using this one a little better right off the bat for bronzer. If you want it like a really specific area placement and something dense to kind of really like make a prominent line or something, this would be really great for that, but I kind of like to go in and just blend right away, so this one works really well for me. And I like to just take it down the bridge of my nose as well, just because when you get a tan, the first thing to really tan is your nose, because it's like the highest or one of the highest levels on your face, so you can't forget about your nose. I'm just going to make sure this is blended. Okay, so that's it for bronzer. I'm not going to go too heavy since it is the middle of winter. Okay, so I'm going to go in with blush, and I'm going to be using the Sheer Tone Blush by MAC, and this is called Blushbaby. So this is like a beautiful, natural, not too pink, not too nude kind of shade blush. So I am just going to go in with the same brush that we used our powder. So this is going to be the 150S brush. I'm just going to pop into this and apply a little bit just to my cheeks to add some color. So for those of you who don't know this, I am from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and this winter has been the weirdest winter I have ever seen in terms of weather. So like normally we get hit with like 7 or 8 major snowstorms, like from anywhere from like December all the way to like March. This year it has literally been like spring. We had one snowstorm, which is like basically the only snowfall big enough that we had that actually stayed around for a little while. And then the day after the snow fell, like it was like 10 degrees outside. Like it felt like a spring day. I actually seen like some people's grass, like it was sprouting green in some people's yards. So this has been the weirdest winter. Like you really wouldn't even need a winter jacket half the time. Like you could use a spring jacket. It's been the weirdest. Like when I say the weirdest winter, I literally mean the weirdest winter. And actually later on tonight we're getting hit with like a major snowstorm. It's saying that we can get anywhere from like 30 to 50 centimeters. Like it's crazy. So I don't know what's going on with our winter weather, but when some people say they don't believe in global warming, well, this is proof that the earth is warming up. Like we are seeing it tenfold on this side of the earth right now. I just can't believe how warm of a winter this is. I'm pretty sure this would be like record breaking in terms of like a Nova Scotia or Cape Breton winter. Okay, so as you can see, this blush is just so beautiful. It's like the perfect shade if you don't want like a fluorescent pink, or you don't want something like a blue tone pink, but you really want something like a natural rosy flush. Blushbaby will be like perfect. Okay, so now we're going to start the fun part, which is eyes. And I really wanted to do a look today showcasing some of the Powder Kiss eyeshadows. For those of you who don't know what the Powder Kiss eyeshadows are, they are like the most buttery, soft shadows like you will ever use in your life. Like, I am not kidding. So these almost blend themselves out. Like, you will see when I start to use them in a second, but these are actually amazing. They have like a really nice soft blurring powder to them, so you can really get in and have like a super blended look. Like, these guys are also waterproof. Like, how amazing is that? Like, this is just such a unique formula. Like, they are one of my favorites, hands down. So I'm gonna first go in with the shade Ripened. It's like a beautiful gray toned, like pinky mauve color. And I'm just going to be using this with a MAC 224S brush, and this is just going to act as my transition shade today. And I love that these are matte shadows, so there's no shimmer to them, there's no like glitter or foil or metallic-y finishes. They're all a soft matte formula. Okay, so that is Ripened just stuck into my transition, and that is like a beautiful, beautiful shade. Like, I love that shade. Okay, so this is Ripened just stuck into my crease. It blended out beautifully. I love this color. So now I'm going to go into another shade of the Powder Kiss formula, and this is called Fall in Love. So with the same brush, I am just focusing this on the outer portion of my lid to start, and just making sure everything is just packed on there and nice and blended. I'm actually going to go and put some on this side as well, because I think I'm going to be doing almost like a spot eye kind of look today. Just something a little bit fun. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. And like, you can literally tap this on and it will already look blended. Like, it's insane. And I'm just going to connect those two areas where we just put the color, just with back and forth motions. Before we go any further, I am going to do some to my bottom lid, so I'm going to be using the 217S brush. I'm going to go in with Ripened, the color that we started with, and just apply some color to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and take this color Fall in Love again, and I'm also going to layer that on my bottom as well, just to kind of tie everything together. Okay, so continuing on with layering our shades, the next one is called Lens Blur. It's like a deeper, kind of like a purple color. This is amazing. I'm going to go with that same brush that we've been using, get a little bit on the end of that, and just add that in. It's just going to bring a little bit more dimension. I'm going to do the same to the inner corner, just a little bit. And as you can see, you don't even really have to blend. Like, you can literally go in and tap it on and it looks like it's blended. Like, I'm just tapping right now, not blending. I'm literally just tapping and it already looks blended. Like, it's crazy. Same on the inner corner. And I'm just going to take that 217 brush. I'm going to add a little bit of that to my lower lid as well. Okay, so we're moving on. We're going a little bit deeper, and I'm going to be adding this shade called P for Potent. So this is like a darker purple. So this is a brand new shade that came out about a month ago. This is part of the extended shade release. So this is like a beautiful deep purple. Love that. So I'm just going to start layering this one as well. Again, just to deepen everything up a little bit more. I think I'm going to do the outsides first. Add it to the inside. And I don't know if you guys can see, I literally have like zero fallout. I have not touched my eyes. I have not like took any fallout away. Like, it's crazy. There's like no fallout with these whatsoever. So they're very, very easy to work with. I'm going to add a little bit of this to the bottom, but I'm going to be using a thinner brush. So I'm just going to pop in with my Sigma brush. I'm just going to use the same shade, and I'm just going to apply this kind of closer to my waterline. Okay, I think I'm going to bring it down a little bit. So I am going to pop in to the 217 brush and just blend this in. I think I'm going to go in with an even darker shade for kind of like eyeliner, so So this is the last shade of the Powder Kiss that I'm going to be using today, I promise. This one's called It's Vintage, and this is also one of the new releases that came out in the past month. So this is like an even darker, deeper purple. So I'm just going to go in with that little Sigma brush, and I am just going to use this as liner. So I'm just going to be placing it on the base of my lash line and just dragging it across my lid. Okay, so that just kind of went and just added a little bit of dimension to my lash line. And what I'm doing now, I'm just going in with that same 224S brush, and I'm just kind of cleaning up whatever lines, just kind of going over the bottom just to make sure everything is very even and blended. And we're going to go in with a fun product to kind of finish this eyeshadow look. I'm going to go in with one of my all-time favorite eye products by MAC. I think I have almost all of them in every shade, and these are the Dazzleshadow liquids. So these are amazing. Like I said, I wear them like to work almost on the daily, and usually every time I wear them, they sell out in that day. Like, people love these, and they always ask what I'm wearing on my eyes. They have fun shades, they have more neutral shades, they have glitter shades. They're just like a really fun product to use. So I'm going to be going in with this Dazzleshadow liquid. This one's in the shade Diamond Crumbles. I think you can see this is like a super fun metallic, almost like a holographic purpley pink color. So they do have like little wands on them. Like, you could literally go in, it's almost like a little lip gloss wand. You could literally go in and just pack the color on, but I like to use it a different way, like where I have more control over the blending and how much product is going on my lid. So I like to take a flat brush. This is just one by Quo Beauty. It's just like a flat, kind of like a paddle packer brush, and I take whatever is on this and I just kind of go like this to get the product on, and I will go in and start tapping that and layering it on my lid. So I got some on my brush. I like to just go in and literally just do this. And look how cool this looks with all of these colors. Like, this is like literally one of my like favorite products ever, and it's so easy and the effect is so beautiful. Like, I just love these. I'm gonna go ahead and start the other eye. I'm just packing this right in the middle, just kind of like where we left some bare skin. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It can kind of be like super messy and it will still look really good. Just try to stay focused kind of on the middle, but don't make it so it's like one strip like with like perfect lines. I like to like bring it out a little bit, just kind of over layering the shadow that we put on there. And this stuff dries really quick, so it's super easy to use. So look at this finish, if you guys can see. I know it might be kind of hard to see like in camera the extent to like the holographic and the glitter, but this is like so pretty. Like, I love it. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna apply some mascara before I apply some lashes. So I'm gonna be using the MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara. This is a black mascara. What's really unique about this one is the wand size, so it's like super skinny and small. This is great for anyone who wants really, really close like control over their lashes to really get in there and lift them up. This is also really good for anyone with shorter lashes, or to do like your bottom because the brush is so thin. I personally like using this one under lashes because it's not clumpy. It gives like a really nice thin coat, and this for me is like the perfect under lash mascara. So I'm just gonna go and put a thin layer of this on just to coat my lashes. And I have really long lashes to begin with, so that's why I like something that's gonna put a thin coat without clumping my lashes, because if I put something thick on and I go in with like false lashes, it's not gonna go well for me. I'm gonna have a really hard time putting them on, and it's just gonna be a big mess. So this is one coat of that mascara, so it just kind of very thinly coats them, which is what I want, so that's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my bottom lashes. And I think for lashes, I'm going to go in with the number 82 Seductress lash from MAC. This is what they look like. These have become like one of my favorite lashes, and these are part of like the new lash launch that launched, I want to say a couple months ago now, like more towards the end of summer. So that's what these look like. They look really nice. These ones kind of get like longer on the end, so they really give you like an elongated eye shape. They're very flirty, very romantic, so I'm gonna go and pop these guys on and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the lashes on. Look how beautiful these 82 Seductress lashes are. Like, these are so pretty. I love the shape of them. I love how they make my eyes look. I think they complement this look so incredibly well. Like, I am obsessed with these lashes. So moving on, we have two things left. So I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite highlighter. This is Double Gleam by MAC. This is like the perfect champagne-y, not really silvery, but it has like a silver undertone to it, so it's not gonna come across as like pink or anything like that. I'm just going in with my trusty Sigma High Cheekbone highlighter brush. This is the F03. And I'm just gonna go in and apply this literally all over my face. I like to do the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow, my chin, and above my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this tiny brush by Morphe. This is the Y22 brush. I'm just gonna dip into this and apply some to the inner corner of my eyes. I always like to go in with like a shimmery light shade, no matter what kind of look I'm doing, just to kind of brighten up and open the inner corners of my eyes a little bit more. And I like to add some under my brow bone as well. Okay, so now it's time for lips, and I'm torn between these two liquid powder kiss shades. So this one is called Make It Fashun, and the other one is called Model Off Duty. So I'm kind of torn between these two shades because, as you can see, either one of these shades is going to match my eye color. It's whether or not I want to go lighter or darker. I think I'm going to go the lighter one. So I think I'm going to go Model Off Duty, and if I don't like it, I can easily just go in with this one. So let's try Model Off Duty. And you guys, if you have not tried the Powder Kiss liquid lips, these are amazing. I did like a swatch video on my YouTube channel as well as Instagram, so if you want to go and see all the shades on me with my color skin tone, just go and watch it, because I'm like, it's so good. Like, I can't like rave about these enough. I think I might actually take this off and go in with this one, because I feel like this one is more like a pinky that's not really the same purpley vibe, and this one's gonna match more. So I think I'm gonna take what I just put on of this one and go in with Make It Fashun. So give me one moment. So I got most of it off, so I'm gonna go in with Make It Fashun, and let's see this shade. Yeah, okay, I think this shade's gonna match a lot better just with the undertones of like the pinks and purples. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over my lips. Okay, you guys, so this is Make It Fashun all over my lips, and oh my goodness, I forgot how comfortable and moisturizing that these lipsticks are, because from wearing a mask, I don't use lipsticks when I go to work under my mask, because it's just going to smear all over your face, all over the mask. No one's going to see it, so I mean, why bother? So as you can see, it is completely matte. So for a matte lipstick to feel this way and feel this moisturizing is incredible. So again, this is Make It Fashun. This is the Powder Kiss liquid lipstick, so I encourage you to go check it out and try it out for yourself. You will not be disappointed. So to finish this look completely off, we can't forget the infamous Fix Plus. I have mine in the coconut scent because I just rotate scents every time I get a new one, just to kind of like spice it up a little bit here and there. So I'm just going to give a quick spritz of Fix Plus and we will be done. Alright you guys, so this is my completed look using nothing on my face except for MAC Cosmetics, and I have to say I am literally obsessed with this look. I love everything about it. I love the colors. I love the bold lip with it. So as always, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more by me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so, so much. And thank you so much for all of your support. And I will be seeing you guys in my next one. Bye.